Hey everybody, this is Liam with Four Wheel Frenzy, and we're here at Budds Creek with the post-race pro podium interviews. And today, it looks a little weird, but third place with Max Lindquist, second place with Brandon Hoag, and first place with Joel Hetrick. Brandon, you kind of put yourself in a little bit of quarantine down there, not quite feeling 100% today. You're sitting down there. We'll start with you, even though you got second place. How long? Because you have been feeling great the last couple days, correct?
Yeah, I got sick just on the drive up here. So.
Oh, really? And
yeah.
Well, you came from Florida, though, right?
Yeah, it was a 15-hour drive.
Yeah.
I started to get a fever out of nowhere, and then it was just downhill from there. And then I was stubborn enough to not stop and get medicine because I don't want to stop with my rig. So just probably made it worse for me, but
yeah,
happened. Just bad timing.
Yeah. Well, and obviously, if we go back to 2025, this race, I don't think it wasn't really related, but that heat really got to you and, basically took you out for the weekends. Yeah. So, I don't know, is it something with this track? Is it something coming up here in the air or what?
Yeah, I was bummed out. I like the track, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And I always feel like pretty fun and I feel good in qualifying here.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bad luck with the, I don't know, I don't think it would have changed anything, but still, it just sucks to have to race. Like, I would have paid someone probably $1,000 to not race the second moto.
Yeah.
But some days you got to do that anyway.
Right. Unfortunately, it happens. I think we've all had to do a moto or a couple motos with feeling under the weather, and unfortunately, at this level, it's no different. You just got to do it. But your performance, I don't think your performance really showed it. It wasn't until seeing you on the podium that it showed like something ain't right.
Yeah, Moto 1, I still was riding. I tried to put it on Max to, put pressure on him, not let him fade, and maybe he would make a mistake, and the kid didn't. So the kid was riding great, and I burnt a match trying to catch him. Like, I was pushing just way too hard for what I had in the tank for the day. So when I pulled off, I had to go in the, I'm like, uh-oh, this is really, really bad.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But I had to try that first moto just to see maybe he made a mistake or something,
Give it a shot anyways,
yeah,
for sure. And, both motos, you had to work your way up. First moto, you came out, 5th or 6th, I think?
Yeah, I think P5 or 6. I think maybe 6.
Because you had to work your way around Norris first, right?
Yeah.
So, you were like 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
Worked your way past Norris. Then you battled with Mason there for a while, and finally worked your way into 3rd. Obviously, you were catching up towards the end, getting up there towards that second place, but just ran out of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, he just was not making a mistake, and I was only like half a second better every lap, so the gap was just barely getting any smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Go look at the times, like we all were just digging out there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and
it was tough. And
it kind of showed too, like this heat again was affecting riders. One rider unfortunately had a mishap, and that's what made him really slow down. But towards the end of the race, all three of you guys were dealing with lappers a little bit. I'm sure that kind of affected both of you two in your battle for that. You trying to hunt up, and Max, you trying to maintain, because obviously you had an idea he was coming too.
Yeah. Definitely knew Brandon was there, and could tell that he was digging and pushing. We got to the halfway point, and I could tell I was getting the pit board, he was picking it up, and
you can hold the mic too if you want.
Not fun to be in that spot where you're chilled out in a good zone and then have to pick the pace back up is hard. But Brandon was riding well, and I just knew if I hit my marks that I had a cushion to where I didn't have to kill myself. I just had to maintain speed, and was able to do that, and definitely was feeling the same way. When we got the 2 card, I'm like, all right, we can be done anytime now. But definitely first race with good heat, I feel like, and the track was gnarly where you're getting a lot of feedback late in that moto, and just had to really hang on to secure that and really minimize mistakes. You really had to hit your marks here or it would bite you. I felt like if you got in that fluff or anywhere like that, it could slow you down a half a second really fast.
Yeah. Well, and all three of you guys too, it seemed like the track, it was hot, it was dry today, and they were going out there and they were watering from time to time, but it seemed like certain parts of that track got hard packed. Certain parts of that track got kind of fluffy too. You got something to say, Joel?
No, I was just getting ready.
I mean, what do you think, Brandon?
No, yeah, the track I thought shaped out pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I think they did a good job trying to keep it not too dusty for us, but I know it's so tough, you know. Like that first moto, it was wet, definitely wet until like lap 4 or 5. But,
Right.
I mean, I know they're trying, so
Yeah.
I got nothing. I thought, I mean, even first moto, I was taking a lot of different lines than these guys were, and it was still working. So I thought it was fairly pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, and it's, you know, like you guys all rode yesterday, and I think everybody kind of had the same thing. Like the lines in the track then were weird because they're all put in when it was mud, and I'm sure at that point people are just trying to find wherever they could get through / maybe the drier spots. So it wasn't ideal, and that's what you guys had to deal with the media day. You made it work, obviously. There's some cool clips out there, and you know, you all three, you, well, Max, you didn't hit Big Gulp yesterday.
Not yesterday.
But Brandon, you and Joel hit Big Gulp yesterday, and a couple other, handful of guys all hit it yesterday. But Max and Brandon, we talked about this over in the autograph line a few minutes ago, like that downhill coming right before Big Gulp. Like if you're looking at it from a distance, it'll look like just waves. And you guys got to come down there at the speed that you're doing on the brakes. You know, you really had to play that fine line right there going down that hill, I feel like.
I honestly felt like that was the better one.
Yeah?
Like, out of all of them. Like, I felt like those bumps never firmed up to where, like, you could charge through them. Where, like, other parts of the track that I feel like in past years have been smoother were, like, a lot more technical, where you had to watch, like, where there were holes or where there was G-outs, things like that. Like, I think this was probably the raciest Budds Creek we've had in a while. Like, I thought the track actually came around to be really race ready.
Yeah, yeah. and going back to what you kind of said too, Brandon, like you're trying different lines and it was actually working. How many tracks have we really had that this year?
It's pretty rare.
You know, Muddy Creek, you two made it work at Muddy Creek when you were battling, but most tracks we had, like Sunset last round, it was one good line that worked. You get all that line and you lose, I mean, any ground you're trying to make. Ron Jackson's having a steak.
Yeah, I think the track prep, this is my opinion on the track prep. Like, I understand wanting to dig it deep and make it rough, but it almost makes it worse racing for us sometimes because the guys out in practice go follow each other. And then we can't use the whole track because it's so fluffy and crap, you know?
Yeah.
This track, like the way this track was, you could go on the far left if you wanted or the far right. Didn't matter, really, you know? So,
well, yeah, go ahead.
in my opinion, like track prep wise, you kind of got to almost, it's not that it's smooth. Like that track wasn't smooth, but
No.
you're able to, it's not so fluffy on the outsides and whatnot, you know?
Yeah. And this is a good wide track. There's a lot of real estate that this track takes up, which is good for us. And, you know, we've had tracks where, you know, it looks nice and wide from a distance, and then you get out there and it's like, okay, this is only a quad and a half wide. There's no other lines here. But, you know, like I said, the track prep, it's good, but being rough at the same time. Do we want to talk about the table before Henry Hill? The hole in the landing?
The one right before Henry Hill or
Yeah.
the one before that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad this year. The G-out wasn't, like, gnarly. The table before that, though, the turn was choppy.
Okay.
And then there was a notch on that face, and it kind of wanted to pop you at 12 o'clock sometimes. And it was, I love the track. I mean, it was, like they said, it was choppy. There was good lines. You could mix it up. Like, in the motos even, I was hitting different lines just to feel them out. And it's like, you would hit them and you wouldn't lose a lot of time, or any time. So it was cool to have that option. And I think there was lines that we probably could have took that we didn't. Like the one turning triple after that, I was mainly outside there. But man, if you could set it up and go inside, that could have been a really good line too. I never really took it.
You think I feel like in the past, it's never really been done because you couldn't really do it from the inside. Or you were cutting outside to inside and then you're going back outside again. You know, again, like this is the first time this track has really been this dry all weekend.
Right. Yeah, they definitely didn't get a lot of rain before because years prior, it's been a little bit deeper, a little bit more wet. And this year it was definitely a little dry in spots, but like Brandon said, they did a good job. They didn't soak it. Like Moto 1 was kind of wet. Moto 2, I told Joe before the moto, I'm like, please go lighter on the water. You know, like I'll deal with some dust. I'm sure these guys would too. But when it's slimy and slick on a track like that, you're in for a tough race.
Yeah. But Brandon, we're a long ways from home for you. We're sticking back up. I mean, not that close to here, but we're going to be sticking back up here in kind of the East Coast. What are you doing after this?
Yeah, I'm going to be training in Massachusetts, New Hampshire area, New York area with Vinnie Moffer, and staying at his place. And yeah, I'm staying up just because it's so far from Florida.
And you're doing some schools too, correct?
Yeah, I got 2 schools coming up, one next weekend and then the following weekend.
Yeah.
So
that'll be good for you too.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Help some kids out, and it's a fun time every time. So
Yeah. Because it was, I know that was after Tomahawk last year. You stayed up and you, Jade, and Adam hit some NEATV and had a blast. Yeah. So you're gonna do some riding, have some fun, teaching some kids.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, for sure. But Max, let's talk about your day real quick here before we get and start chatting again. So what Brandon did in the first moto, you had to do in the second moto, but even further back.
About last. Yeah.
Do we want to talk about that second moto hole shot and how you bombed it?
He doesn't want to talk about it.
It's not really. It was pretty obvious. Like there's nothing I'm hiding there. It just didn't go very well. There really wasn't anything that I did right about it. I kind of just got through it, and we worked from there. And honestly, like, haven't been that far back in a little while, to where like was riding with some guys that I hadn't been behind before much, and like actually caused me to make some mistakes and go even further backwards before I even got going forwards. Like, so just was a little bit of a squirrely start. Like, definitely got tight doing that, which made for a long moto, but felt good to get moving, and like the track started to come around. Like, it was a little wet the first couple laps with that water, like made it to where it was hard to really run it in. But 3-4 laps in, started to find my groove and felt good from there. But yeah, definitely like from one extreme to the other, being up right behind Joel in Moto 1 and then coming out and you're like, can see Joel already over the step up as you're coming around the turn. You're like, this is going to be a long day.
Yeah, because you came out, I think we're thinking P10.
P10, 11.
Yeah, somewhere you're back of the pack.
Yeah.
And you put your head down and you worked your way up, ended up in the, that third place position in the third moto.
Like was really hoping to make some early race moves, and like unfortunately just got a little too aggressive early on and actually went the wrong way. Mm-hmm. So like I knew I had to get close to Brandon and these guys right away if I wanted a chance to run with them. Obviously was feeling good after Moto 1, getting that P2, and wanted to try for another. And, Brandon and Joel got off the clean starts and took off. So once I got to that P5 spot and you could see that these guys were 10, 20 seconds out, you're like, okay, like it's kind of a salvage moto. Just try and get back to that podium spot, and definitely had my work cut out for me to do it. But was glad to like keep the pace rolling, and actually felt better the second moto than the first later on, so was stoked on that and just took the positives from it. Happy to get back on the box. Yeah, and I mean obviously it's 2 rounds in a row now, so that's helping you, especially when it comes to chasing down some of these points. Yeah, 3 rounds.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been us 3 correct. For 3 in a row.
That Muddy Creek's been so long ago, you kind of forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
no, like super stoked. Like, Brandon definitely had the upper hand the last couple rounds, and really wanted to come here and put in some laps with him, and felt like we had a good battle Moto 1. Like, even though we weren't nose to tail, like it was definitely keeping each other honest, and he rode really good and kept me honest, and was hoping to do that the second moto. Didn't get the opportunity, but still a fun day, like learning, following Joel, get to see some things, and then just seeing that pace every weekend, just get more comfy there is definitely awesome.
Yeah. No, and I mean obviously it's the key. I mean we've all talked about this before, and it's, I think, well, your dad and I kind of talked about that second moto, and I think we all knew that Brandon had a better pace than most of the class in that first moto, and that second moto came out for you. Obviously your start killed you.
Yeah.
And you come out turn 1 and you got these two really close,
Yep.
just pulling away from everybody. And you know, I had a really cool video I was getting ready to post. I'm like, oh, here's a video of Joel hitting big gulp, but here's Brandon right here, and I can't post it because I'm not going to say why unless Brandon says it. But
Oh, you can boast it. I cased the heck out of that thing.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh, this would be a perfect reel to post of like, here we go, Brandon's at it again. And then I thought you went off. I'm not gonna
My
lie.
feet were.
Holy
He
cow.
landed. So you kind of go to the left. Brandon, the way he landed, it looked like he went right.
Oh,
And you probably did a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like, he cased that thing. But
You don't want to case that one.
you know,
I think Joel's got that big bore in there. He's able to clean it. It took everything I had to just land like.
it was
tough.
crazy
It's a
looking
big
at
jump.
you know all you guys that were hitting it. Crazy to look at each one of you and see like how different your bikes reacted. And obviously part of it is also how you guys reacted, making the bikes react, but how every bike flew a little bit different over that. Because that's how long did it feel like you guys are in the air on that jump?
A good amount of time.
Like you're about ready to take a break up there. I'm sure.
I was sitting in the face of the last couple laps, just like, I mean, I was acing it, but it was like, man, that's a nice rest up here.
Right?
I wish.
But
I was up there
Yeah.
like, please get over this thing.
Yeah, me
Every
too.
lap, just yanking up. Like, okay, come on.
It's taking more energy out.
yeah. Well, because yesterday I made that little reel for Media Day, and I started it with Noah casing the crap out of it, and I put, so you, Brandon, or
Zach, maybe?
no, I think it was actually Zach, because I didn't get a good clip of Brandon hitting it, so it was Zach doing it, and he's like right at the edge, and then here's Joel brake tapping, like,
Felt good.
I think everyone's telling you to get bent, dude.
Stick a brick on that grab bar.
Yeah.
But Max, where are you going after this?
Back home.
Back to Wisconsin again. So
Yeah.
you're just
Yep.
dang.
Truck driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like 2 whole weekends off. I want to go home and recoup
Could be,
a
what,
little bit.
16
It's
to
like
18 hours for you.
16 hours.
16 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a truck drive, but just I've kind of learned like it's really hard to stay on the road. Like props to Brandon for doing it because it's definitely hard on equipment and the body, just being gone all the time, not in a schedule routine.
Brandon's also doing it smart.
Yeah.
He's out on the road, you know, and obviously it's not about the money part, but he's going on the staying on the road, having some schools, making
Yep.
some money. You know, you got to do it that way.
We got all waved to Nick Janusa.
Yeah, Nick Janusa's out of here. It was good to see him this weekend.
Good job, Nick. Nice seeing
Make
you.
sure you come back.
Come on up
I
back.
don't blame
here.
you. We'll see you at Pleasure Valley.
See ya, play.
Pleasure Valley.
Nick Janusa had a solid run today too.
Yeah. Props to him.
Dude
Yeah.
did not forget how to hold people back. Like he protected his lines very well.
Yeah.
Good racer.
I was like, yep, good racer. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Yeah. No, and he gave you a run for your money when in that second moto too.
Yeah, like it took me two and a half laps to get around him. Like showed him a wheel a couple times and he was riding strong and just was gonna make me go for it and make me move him basically. So decided to jump over him instead, which was not ideal on the big gulp, but it worked out. So
Yeah.
But no, hats off like for not coming out and racing with the guys. Like he diced it up really good
That's
with the
just
field
it. And
today.
that's, you know, you could think anything of these, you know, obviously Nick just retired last year. Any of these guys that just left, you know, oh, I'm going to come back for one round. You never know. Because they haven't, I mean, he's done one other race this year, I believe.
Yep.
And that was at the beginning of the season.
What's crazy to me is like when these guys come back, these older guys that have been here for a while, like Joel, I'm sure you know a lot about it. Like it's crazy, like the racecraft, like just how you don't forget it. Like he showed up and like knew where to protect, where to
Just
open
clicked
up,
again.
like just clicked his laps, like. And we've been missing that a little bit. I feel like lately with just such a young group, like there's not as much of that. So it was actually fun to race with them again. Like have guys in there that are definitely still like have the racecraft.
You ain't just gonna go right around them.
No,
you know?
like make you work for it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I could respect that. That was cool.
Yeah.
sure.
No, definitely. So, but Joel, let's move on to you real quick.
All right.
1-1 for the day. 2 hole shots, correct?
Yeah, 2 hole shots. First time for 2 hole shots for
A
me.
little bit of lunch money today, so you can take the
Good day.
family out to dinner tonight.
Yeah. Well, no dinner tonight. No, I'm pinching pennies right now. So
But yeah, I mean, it's you got out front early, and that helped you a lot, I'm sure, with this track and this heat and everything. Again, like I said, it wasn't as bad as last year, but the heat was there, the humidity was there. You know, you got out safe. I mean, Zach Decker just drove by, and we know like his first moto went south real quick.
Oh yeah.
But you know, tell me about your day real quick.
It was great. The whole shots, like, obviously, I wanted a good qualifying position. I wanted to get that top spot because I knew which gate I wanted to hit, and I felt like if I had that gate and I had a decent jump, there was going to be very hard to just drive by me or around me. So I had 2 good jumps and pulled both of them. And first moto, I pulled a gap pretty quick, but then like halfway through the race, you know, I knew them guys were pushing because I wasn't pulling no more gap, and I had to pick it up a little bit just to try to get a bigger gap. And I felt like Max rode really good out there, and I knew Brandon was charging at the end, and it was making Max push, and it made my first moto. I felt like my first moto was harder than the second moto just because those guys were in a pretty good battle and working hard. And yeah, so good, you know, props to Max and Brandon for pushing through on a sick day. I know how that feels. It's the worst feeling you can have is going to the track knowing you're sick, and especially when with our hottest race, you know, like just bad timing for that. Unfortunate, but Moto 2 was sick for me. I mean, just ran my good laps, and I felt a lot stronger that one. I don't know if I, you know, ate a little bit better or hydrated better, whatever the case was. I felt like I did better on that track versus the first one, and picked some cool lines, and you know, was clean and big gulp, which helped not, you know, wear me out. And I don't know, it's obviously all around a really good day for me, and I'm pumped. I'm pumped to grab 2 hole shots. I haven't done that all year. I've grabbed 1 at every race, so two was key here, and obviously we know going to Pleasure Valley, them hole shots are key there too, so we'll be trying to do that again. And it's always tricky off that concrete though.
It's, yeah, I mean, we haven't really been on a hard gate in a while.
At Chicani with them grates, and
Yeah,
then
the grates.
I think that it's concrete still at Pleasure Valley. Was it last year?
It was
I think it's
last
I
year.
thought it was great.
Wasn't it grates and then they peeled them up?
Or
was it grates?
or something?
It's changed a couple times
yeah.
now.
It's hard to tell what they'll do.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
whatever's easier for
Right.
them.
Either
Peel
way,
them up
like
or they
a
leave
different material than we've been on all
Exactly.
year.
Getting used to something soft. I mean, there was sand last weekend. These gates,
Powder.
you guys went down there
Powder.
for first qualifier, and 1 moto had gone, and you guys are going into 4-inch deep ruts already. Like, dang.
It was pure powder. There was a little bit of moisture in the start practice. Came down for Moto 1, no moisture left, powder. It was kind of hard, tricky to prep the gate to where you felt like you were going to get traction because there wasn't none there. So it was, yeah, it was unique. Normally it's a little bit more moist behind the gate here, and
Yeah.
that sun just baked it out, and they didn't throw any water down, which I don't know how it would have went if they would have threw it down, but
Right.
could have probably helped a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, for that second moto, too, they really spent their time grooming that start
Yeah.
after the gate.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah, they had it deep. That first turn in the sight lap about threw me off because I turned and I was like, oh, okay, what's soft here? And yeah, my starts, I kind of really babied that first turn and tried to make it so no one got under me. And I guess Zach was behind me or beside me on the second start, and I put him in the wall because I'm like, no, I'm not. I pulled the start, buddy. I ain't going around me here. And he was like, I didn't know you were gonna put me out that wide. And I didn't know who it was. I didn't care. You're going out wide, buddy. I'm getting the start. But yeah, it was definitely fortunate for the starts. Kept my goggles clean, and
Did you even pull a tear off today?
I pulled 1 on each moto. Yes.
Just cause?
Yeah, just a little bit of dirt on it.
Damn lappers.
Right.
Must be nice.
It was very nice. I will say I was stoked on the starts and tried some new things with the bikes, and a little bit of gearing change and a little bit of tuning, and just try to mix it up and try to have the best machine I could. And I did a lot of riding in between this round, and I felt a lot stronger, so I was happy with that. And try to keep digging, man. These guys they're pushing the limits too, and I want to make sure I'm on my game for it.
yeah. And I mean, going to lappers real quick too. I mean, you guys obviously run into it, and I feel like our sport's usually pretty good at moving over and things like that. But
Yeah.
in that first moto, where Brandon's on a warpath to you, Max, and you guys are running into some of the lappers, do you feel like that affected how things could have gone in that first moto?
Like, I felt like they did a pretty decent job. Like, there was one lap where, like, I was getting the pit board knowing Brandon was coming, and, like, I had to switch up lines last second, and, like, stuff like that. Like, not so much that it changed, like, the way that you race. More like I almost feel like it's your fitness where, like, all of a sudden you're, like, kind of in a zone or whatever, and then you have to make that split decision, and, like, you know, might catch a kicker or two, and you're like, oh, shit, like, where you're spiking the heart rate, like, you know, kind of getting yourself amped up again. Like I had one of those definitely today, and it was like, okay, I got to chill out again. Like, we're all good, but more just, I think, the uncertainty of like, especially when you get a couple guys in a row, like when, especially having Brandon behind me, you're really trying to think, like, is he close enough to where I got to worry about him coming up the inside? And like I didn't at that point, but I definitely feel like those are more the cases where it's a big deal. Like when you're, you know, bumper to grab bar situation where didn't really run into that today. I don't know how it was behind, like no issues. I thought they did a pretty good job getting out of the way like normal.
Because I mean, obviously you think about like in the dirt bike world, and there's this controversy earlier in the year about lappers, and I mean, we've seen things in Supercross where lappers have caused incidents and things like that. I mean, obviously right now we don't have enough people on the gate, and we're never going to have as many people. Obviously Supercross only 20, we can hold 20, but we'll never have as many on the gate outdoors as a dirt bike class can have. But I just want to see what your guys' thoughts were on, you know, let's say we get more riders and maybe not all of them are 100% up to snuff like you guys are lappers an issue in our sport?
Right now they're not, because they're pretty respectful and they know the race, and I feel like they know their surroundings. But if you had 8 more guys on the line and they were not up to that pace and they were getting lapped, I mean, and they're in a battle, that's the hardest thing, is when they're in a race too and you come around. Like, you watch it in the bikes all the time, they don't necessarily know what's coming because they're battling a guy. And they don't know Jet Lawrence is 2 minutes ahead and he's coming around, and Hunter Lawrence right behind him, or Deegan, whoever it is. Like, that's tricky. That's very hard. And like Max said, I just switch my line up a couple times a day to go around a couple guys or one guy or whoever it was, and it kind of bites you by surprise. You're like, oh, well, that wasn't there on my other line, you know, and then you're like, okay, you kind of hold on a little too tight, you ride tight, and it changes the dynamic a little bit. And we're fortunate that we don't really deal with that, but this is a shorter track, and we dealt with it. So Pleasure Valley could be the same. I think, you know, Baja's rough as can be, so that might slow some guys down, and you run into it on them harder days, and it's just part of it sometimes.
And obviously we're going to Pleasure Valley next, and Pleasure Valley is there. You know, we always talk about racers wanting to do more. Your daughter's just rolling around in a truck.
She just went to the gas station.
But you know, we always talk about racers wanting, you know, doing more things. We're going to Pleasure Valley, which is A, having the team relay race, and then B, doing the jackpot stuff. First of all, team relay race. You guys competing in it?
I am not.
You are?
Yeah.
Max,
I
I know
am as
you
well.
are. So, I mean,
Come on, Joel.
I had really good opportunity, and I think I soiled it, so I'll just watch you guys battle it out.
there you go. Way to piss people off.
Well, I will, but I think we'll still have media day, so as long as I can get on
We'll
the
still
track.
have a media day, yep. And yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be really exciting.
Oh, no disrespect. Like, that's kick ass. I probably should race, but I'm just not gonna. But that is really cool that there's an opportunity to do that, and I think there's 2 opportunities for a cash prize, which is so cool. And Jeff always pulls something out of his sleeve for us, and I really respect that. Respect Jeff and the program he puts on. Even it might not be my favorite track, but he's my favorite guy. You know, so.
Well, for you, you're kind of going back home in a way.
Yeah. I used to live an hour and 20 minutes from there.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, like you said, it's cool that he's doing, and this is something that we've never seen at one of our races, especially not a national.
Right.
But Le Mans start, 4-person team, and all 4 riders have to be from different riding,
discipline.
Class specs.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're getting U3 and say Zach Decker and Mason Jackson or another front runner, and okay, well now may as well just hand you guys $1,500 because no one else is winning. It's one pro/pro-am rider, one pro sport /A, vet/B, and a C/WMX racer.
Yeah, very very good. Classes.
Yeah,
Be very interesting.
And bracket style as well. So I believe only 8 teams that they're taking. So hopefully you 2 got your team signed up before you lose your spot.
That's up to Tommy Lombardo. I need to talk to Tommy.
Yeah. So
it's me, Tommy, I think Plaza, and who else? Oh, Klutwig.
Okay. Andrew, yeah.
And we're going to win.
It's a stout team.
Yeah.
We're going to win.
And it's crazy too, because like this comes out, and all of a sudden, people are calling because it was kind of fuzzy on details, and it's calling like, oh yeah, like big people, big names are building teams. Like, I don't know if you want to say who you're riding for.
No, Forever ATC, Binky, just had to chuckle about that when I get a call and it's like, you're racing, and I'm like, I am, and they're like, yep, you're signed up, you're in. I'm like, okay, so myself, Lane, and Billy Cottage is coming out, and then Jason Porterfield.
Yeah.
So super stoked for that.
And it's funny too because your team has a team manager for this one random event.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have whole team strategy. Who's going second, third, fourth. We're leaving it up to him. He's the boss.
Right. And is Vinny running your team, or what's the?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We need a team manager.
Yeah, you need a team manager. I mean, Baldwin put a team together. Like,
oh really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's funny what we do when there's a little bit of money out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
stupid stuff.
Yeah, look what you guys all did last fall.
Yeah.
It's.
I just think it's fun, getting to interact with some amateurs too. It should be a fun race where you're just getting to ride with guys you don't normally get to ride with, which is cool. Cool opportunity for everyone else too to get to ride with us pro guys too, where it's not on a serious level.
Yeah. I mean, people are going to be serious, but it's not as serious as you guys out there for 18+2 today.
Shit felt like 30+2.
The first moto felt long.
And I'm looking at the guy, he's holding his phone. I'm like, dude.
And if he could stand any farther out on the track and then not wave the flag, I'm like, come on, buddy, back off.
What are you doing
out there?
Toying with me. I knew when it was 3 laps to go though every time. I'm like, all right.
You see him just watching the watch too? I'm like, Joel, you must have just missed it. Come on.
Dude, there was times where I'm like, if you pull it, I'll slow up. Just do it.
Yeah, just put it in the hand.
If it's
totally
in your hand,
good.
I'll stop for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe you kind of said that last year too at this track.
Well, it was a little bit hotter last year.
Last year was a little worse.
Yeah.
It was a little worse. So
this year it just some races feel like a long moto. I think you just hit the clock at the wrong time, and this track's a little short and it's lots of laps.
Maybe Joe did give us our extra time back.
He might have, dude.
Maybe.
Maybe I asked too much.
Right? I think it was a 21+2.
21+2, yep.
So
that's what it felt like.
Right. And Brandon, with this being that this track has done something 2 years in a row, do you think it's even maybe something allergy related that as you're coming up here from Florida or something getting to you?
I just maybe overdid the training a little bit.
Okay.
I knew Joel was training really hard coming in, so
well, you would know.
Yeah, we were talking, and he's calling me.
Stats, little bastard.
He's calling me. What are you doing? I'm training. Well, me too. But
we trained together one day.
What you didn't know is he was playing whatever he's playing online right now.
No, he wasn't. I know he was. I mean, we were doing heat training, and we thought it was going to be 90.
Yeah.
So maybe just overdid it a tad there, but at the same time, maybe just shook a hand when I shouldn't have shook, and whatever.
Yeah.
But I definitely it was some sort of just virus, sickness, whatever.
I felt like I got suppressed from training so much. I went to a park with kids. I played on the park. The next day I'm sick. I'm like, I know exactly why I'm sick.
Yep. See, that's that show. Like, you're getting those germs every day
Oh,
because
yeah.
you've got 3 kids now that
Yeah.
are, you know, doing stuff.
It's hard.
So
It's hard
maybe
to stay away.
you're building that immunity up a little bit too.
You build it up, but when you train like how we were training, and the days I rode, one day was 100 degrees, 105, it felt like, and that day right there, that was Friday. I got sick Tuesday, so that was probably the start of that right there.
And you had a man cold, right?
I had a bad man cold. Don't ask Harley because she is not happy with how I performed under my man cold, but because she was sick too, and she don't, she don't slow down. She's got to do her thing, and I laid in bed all day, and I got shit for that. So I needed to recover though.
Yeah. Max, did you get sick in the last 2 weeks?
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sinuses, fever, but I know where that came from too. So can blame the family back home.
Oh, there you go.
So,
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
It's always someone carrying something.
yep.
Yeah. I was not surprised when it happened either.
Yeah.
Was just glad, like, unfortunate for Brandon, like,
You had
we
some
were
more
all
time.
talking about it. Yeah, I'm like, all right, we got some time, we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
But one of those same deal where you're like,
Right.
well, all that training just kind of went to waste because
Yeah.
now we're not gonna do much for a few days and
Right.
like let the body totally recover.
Yeah.
But it might have been a good sign too. Like maybe these guys are in the same boat where like have that month off and you feel like you got to really go home and like get back to it and try and almost revamp yourself again. And like I'm sure we all knew Joel was going to do it, so I'm sure we all went home and like that was my mentality. Same as Brandon. Like I knew Joel was riding and going to train, so I had to do the same. And definitely picked it up. And I feel like that probably got all of us where you're just exerting yourself at another level.
Exactly. And that's just it too, Brandon. Like this happens to you on your way to the race. You're fine at home, you're driving here. You could have shut down 3 days ago and been in the back of the pack.
Yeah.
But you put your head down, you drove your way up,
Yeah, just
Uh-oh,
Bad.
cops are here.
bad timing, but
Yeah,
it happens.
it does.
Yeah.
It
Good
does.
chill week now.
Yeah.
Couple days.
Yeah, take a couple days off,
Yeah.
recover.
Nice long break again for all of us where we can maybe not get sick this time.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
we got to make pacts with each other. Like when we got this big break, we all need to take a vacation.
Well, I heard Zach was going on the boat this weekend.
There you
so
Wait, what's the break? How long we got?
we
It's
have
a
this
3-week.
weekend and next weekend off.
It's a 3
Yeah.
week.
Because this weekend's still June and we have 4th of July
I
weekend
thought we were
off.
racing 2 weeks.
So can I
from
ask,
now.
how do we feel about this? Because these summer breaks seem to take forever.
It's weird.
I'm
It's-
bummed out now.
Yeah.
Like I thought we had next weekend and the following we're racing.
Yeah. No.
That's how much I know
It's
about the schedule though.
Pleasure to Baja. It's 1
Back to
week.
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Damn, that's news to me.
Yeah,
so.
this is a little bit of a break. Then Pleasure Baja's back to back, and then we get a couple weeks, and then we're shutting her down at Briarcliff.
Really spread out summer this year compared
It's
to
weird.
normal. Like
Right.
4 races all summer long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like 3 months.
Because it seemed like, obviously I have kids, you have kids. See, we think of summer break when the kids get out of school, and it's like, okay, the kids are out of school. We're over halfway through the race season already. Like normally we're a couple rounds in maybe, and then school's out.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Different season. for
It's
sure.
very different.
It
Very
feels weird.
different. Yeah.
We need
So-
like one more round or something, 2 more.
It would be nice if there was one or two more rounds, just throw it in there, especially for you guys. Like you guys have said, you train this hard. Why isn't there more races that you have to prove yourself?
Work our butt off all winter to race 9 rounds.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for the practice bike this time of year too.
Oh yeah.
Heat of summer, just
Right.
beating on it for weeks on end.
We
Yeah.
just did some swing arm bearings, so them babies were squeaking.
Yeah. But, well, gentlemen, great job today.
Thank you.
I know you all have other things to do, and so we'll see you in a couple weeks here at PVR. No, yeah, like we said before, I think it'll be a good, fun weekend. Get some
Absolutely.
racing in before the racing, plus media day. Like you guys are gonna have that track down.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be all tired.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be your hope, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, until PVR, this is gonna be last time I talked to you three for a little while. So, but thanks for tuning in, watching this post-race podium interviews, and it's been another Four Wheel Frenzy production. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
See ya. Thank you.